Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, Freedomers? I want to talk about in this video marketing image. We've been breeded to think you need to be clean cut, you need to be suited and booted, you need to have this image to be successful. And we live in a time where people really appreciate, especially in the online marketing world, authenticity. And one of the things that I had to come to the core understanding of was I want to be successful because of who I really am. Meaning these googly eye glasses, the beard that's growing in. I want you to see my progress because I like the way what the fuck is this guy called? Gary Vee said, document over create. I think we're so focused on creating an image, and I even heard a young lady say it. She said, companies really care about your your organic who you are than this image that that symbolizes perfection for you to be successful. And I had to grow into this understanding. Like, for instance, I have 1,600 views on YouTube with these glasses on, just walking outside, telling my story. And that got the most views than any other video on my channel. And I thought to myself, if I would have waited to have the perfect image, like my hair got to be cut, and I think I had the same image I have now. And I looked at what's working, and I had to ask myself, like, yo, if I would have waited for me to have this so-called image to be successful, I would have never been successful. So I encourage you to be where you are and work with where you are. And as you rise and get better and better and better, the right people and the right people will come. And I think you need to stop downplaying yourself for your situation, because somebody with the same similar situation with you just believed in themselves, and I think that's key, a lot more than you do. And I'm realizing in this season that I like, even it said in my horoscope, stop looking for outer validation. It said that today. Trust your own instinct and you will move forward. And I'm really learning in this season to trust my own instinct and don't look for anybody else's word for what they think is right. And I think that's where I'm going in this season, to trust my own instinct. Because if I wait for all the all the, like, the perfect glasses, the perfect clean cut, the beard cut off, yeah, like that's not who I am. And I don't want you to be fucked up and think you have to have this all together to make money. Like, when my client and friend made $8,000 an hour, 20 bands in 6 months, I mean, in less than 2 months, she didn't have to have this perfect image. And I study it and I look at people and I say, all these people saying you gotta have this image put together are not making no money. And I sat with myself and I said, yo, if I waited for this perfect image to make money, I get you have to create a character, but people really care about authenticity. Because when you have to have the Lamborghinis and the image, I said, yo, those people are not making any money. The people who are faking it. Like, I'm about to start saying, stop faking it till you make it. Start faithing it till you make it. Because what speaks louder than you're faking it, is your belief in self. When they say clean, I just think that means presentable. Be presentable, not be perfect. Be presentable, and the right people who are going to fit with your presence will work. And I like that. What Spirit just told me, it's your presence. Are you in the present moment? Because the right people who will speak and understand your presence will pay you. And I think what as I be vulnerable here, I'm not getting paid what I should because I'm not being present with who I am. Not what others people think that I am, that who I truly am. And I encourage you, wherever you are, when you start marketing yourself, be present with where you are. Because so many people get caught up in you need to have all these things. And I said, yo, I've had success with so little. So little. And if I would have waited to have this image that others think I should be successful with, I would have never made it. Don't wait for the image. Wait and be where you are and keep working. That's what works for me. Keep working. Yes, improve and work on who you are, but don't don't wait for this false image that you need to be this, that, and the third, like this worldly, this, that, and the third. And I get there is a certain image, but I like Eric Thomas, where he really is who he is everywhere. He doesn't change for anybody. This is who I am. And because he is integral with who he is, and he's created a space with who he is, that's what resonates with people. You know, and I think that's what gets people caught up. And that's what doesn't make change in the world. And that's why creation was telling me, be quiet. Because nobody around you will understand what you got going on up here. You really gotta be true to who you are. And I think that's what holds so many people up. Be true to who you are. Because if I would have waited, like I've had friends that said, you look crazy on camera with these goggles and these phones, and like, yo, be true to who you are. And then don't charge less than your worth. That's where I got it messed up. Don't charge less than your worth. Be true to who you are and don't charge less than your worth. And then stick to who you are and become more along the way.